Secret Corsica spots that will ruin other vacations. Most people who visit Corsica have no idea what they're missing. They flock to the same postcard beaches and leave thinking they've seen it all. But the real Corsica isn't in the brochures. It's hidden behind winding trails, unmarked cliffs, and forgotten coastal paths that locals whisper about, but tourists almost never find. The truth is, mainstream travel guides only scratch the surface. While crowds chase what's convenient, the smartest travelers, those who crave authenticity and serenity, go deeper. This guide reveals 10 secret spots so powerful they might ruin other vacations for you. Once you've hiked to a medieval tower alone at sunset, or swum through a cave only accessible by foot, there's no going back. This isn't your typical top 10 list. These are places that shift something inside you. They don't just look good, they feel good. Ready to trade tourist traps for timeless wonder? Let's begin. Bonifasio, medieval cliffs and citadel. Bonifasio isn't just a place, it's a revelation. Perched atop 70-meter-high white limestone cliffs, this medieval gem in southern Corsica feels carved from a fantasy novel. The cliffs don't just hang over the sea, they almost defy gravity, offering jaw-dropping views at every turn. It's where time slows down and footsteps echo through narrow cobbled alleys. The old citadel, built around 900 AD, stands like a stone sentinel over the Mediterranean. Walking through its walls, you're stepping into 1,000 years of history. Pirate invasions, medieval battles, secret romances. You can almost hear whispers in the breeze. For photography lovers, this is your playground. Sunrise shots from the cliffs, pure magic. But Bonifasio is more than postcard material. It's an emotional experience. Sit at a seaside cafe, order Corsican cheese and muscat, and watch the sun pour gold onto the citadel walls. These small, still moments are where travel becomes transformation. St. Anthony Beach, a hidden coastal paradise. Sometimes the most breathtaking places are hardest to reach, and St. Anthony Beach is perfect proof. Hidden behind a 30-minute trail, this coastal treasure rewards those who explore beyond the tourist path. Along the way, you'll smell wild herbs and hear only footsteps and breeze. Then suddenly it opens up. Crystal clear water, surreal rock formations, and peaceful silence that feels sacred. The highlight? A secret cave that cuts straight through the main cliff, like a portal into another dimension. You can swim through it, let echoes bounce off walls, and feel like you've stumbled into nature's cathedral. This never shows up in mainstream guides, but that's what makes it special. Pack water shoes, a lightweight towel and waterproof phone case. No shops, no vendors, just you, the sea, and your thoughts. It's the kind of spot that reminds you why you travel. Not to take selfies, but to feel something real. Palumbagya, pine-lined Mediterranean perfection. Palumbagya isn't just another Corsican beach. It's a sensory masterpiece. Calm turquoise waters stretch endlessly, while ancient pine trees lean gracefully over soft white sand, as if nature itself is offering shade. Everything here feels intentional. This isn't chaos. It's Corsica at peace with itself. The beach hides small coves like Plage de la Folacca and Santa Giulia, each with its own personality. Folacca is serene, almost meditative, while Santa Giulia offers gentle waves and scenic beach bars. Whether you're paddleboarding, reading under a pine, or just listening to waves as therapy, this place caters to your soul. Travel tip: go early morning to avoid crowds and catch golden light for photos. Pack a small picnic with local Corsican cheese and fig jam. It'll elevate your entire experience. This is where you learn to enjoy stillness. Float on your back, trail your fingers through salt water, and breathe. Nature always knows how to heal us, if we let it. Ilus de Bavlla, dramatic mountain peaks. The Ilus de Bavlla rise like jagged teeth from Corsica's heart, slicing into the sky with dramatic flair. Known locally as Les Aiguilles, these granite spires are not just a visual spectacle, they're an invitation to adventure. If Palumbagya was a whisper, Bavlla is a roar. It's raw, untamed, and unforgettable. The GR20 trail through this region is not for the faint of heart, but that's the point. Every step is a test, a triumph, a transformation. Along the way, you'll pass through pine forests, cross crystal-clear streams, and find trees twisted by wind and time. Mountain hiking doesn't get more epic than this. Not up for multi-day hiking. Try easier trails like the Trou de la Bombe, yes, that's a real name, leading to natural rock arches and panoramic lookouts. Just bring water, good shoes, and openness to awe. Standing at a Bavlla viewpoint, you understand why travelers return to Corsica repeatedly. It's not just beauty, it's power. Cascade Depicisia de Gallalo, Corsica's tallest waterfall. Deep in the Corsican wilds lies the island's thunderous heartbeat, Cascade Depicisia de Gallalo, towering as the tallest waterfall in Corsica. The 5-kilometer trail to reach it winds through pine-scented woods, revealing glimpses of peaks and ravines. You'll sweat, stumble, maybe even curse the incline. But then, there it is. A waterfall so raw and untamed, it humbles you. Getting there is half the experience. The scent of pine, the hush of leaves, the sudden crescendo of falling water. It's nature's theater in full performance. For adventurers, bring sturdy shoes, refillable water, and a sense of humor. It's not polished, it's primal, and that's what makes it sacred. As you stand near the cascade, feeling mist kiss your skin, it hits you. This isn't just a hike, it's a reminder of how small we are and how big the world still feels when we allow ourselves to truly see. Restonica Valley, alpine lakes and hikes. Restonica Valley is the kind of place that makes hikers believe in magic. Nestled near Corte, this hidden gem feels like an alpine dream dropped into the Mediterranean. Jagged cliffs guard a deep green valley, while icy rivers carve their path with quiet determination. The real treasures lie farther up, 2 crystal-clear alpine lakes, Lac de Mello and Lac de Capitello. The trails here aren't just a workout, they're meditation in motion. As you ascend, pine needles crunch underfoot and cool air fills your lungs. You might spot wild goats on impossible ledges or hear distant hawks circling above. Start early to beat sun and crowds. Don't rush the journey. Bring hot tea, pause at overlooks, and just exist. You're not conquering the valley, you're being invited in. These lakes reflect not just sky, but your own mind, teaching that silence is powerful and stillness is strength. Ilus, coastal town and island views. Ilus isn't just a town, it's a gentle reminder that beauty doesn't need to shout. Founded in 1758, this charming northwest coast spot feels made for slow strolls and even slower mornings. Its name, meaning Red Island, comes from russet-toned islets just offshore. Walk the stone path connecting them to the mainland and you'll feel like you're walking straight into the horizon. There's something poetic about watching the sun dip behind the lighthouse at the edge of the main island. The rocks glow with fire-like hue, as if the Mediterranean itself is blushing. This is where you bring someone you love, or hope will love you after this trip. Rent a bike to explore the coastline, bring local muscat for sunset toasts, and don't skip the covered market. Fresh figs, Corsican sausages, and pungent cheeses await. The vibe, half Riviera, half forgotten fishing village, fully unforgettable. It doesn't need to compete, it just is. Calvie, fortress and birthplace of Columbus, Calvie is where history meets horizon. Sitting proudly on Corsica's northwest coast, this fortified town is a visual spectacle and storyteller's paradise. The massive 13th century citadel watches over the bay like a stone guardian, and the town pulses with tales of crusaders, corsairs, and, yes, Christopher Columbus. Whether he was actually born here is debated, but once you see Calvie, you'll understand why legends cling to it. Walking up the ramparts feels like ascending into the past. You pass arched doorways, quiet chapels, and cannons pointed eternally toward the sea. From the top, views stretch endlessly, turquoise water below, mountains in the distance. Don't just admire the fortress, immerse in the town. Stop by street musicians, sample Corsican charcuterie, or visit galleries tucked behind alleys. Wear comfy shoes, carry curiosity, and follow the scent of wood-fired bread. There's electricity in the air here, like the stones themselves remember ancient ships setting sail. Ajaccio, Napoleon's birthplace and capital city. Ajaccio isn't just Corsica's capital, It's a stage where history walks beside you. Birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte, this sun-drenched coastal city is filled with echoes of ambition, war, and glory. Unlike cold museums, Ajaccio lets you experience history as if you were living it. Visit the house where Napoleon was born, stroll streets he once ran as a child, and maybe feel a flicker of that same unshakable will. The city mixes old and new, monuments and marinas, cathedrals and cafes. It's where locals sip espresso under towering palm trees and statues of emperors stand beside gelato shops. One moment you're reading about the French Empire, the next watching kids splash in the Mediterranean. Don't miss the Musée Fesch for art, the old market for flavors, and Parata Tower for unforgettable sunsets over the Îles Sanguinaires, rocky islands bathed in red light. Ajaccio has different energy, not hurried, not sleepy, just deeply present. It reminds you how much stories matter, connecting us beyond marble and wine. Tour de Turgu, final sunset watchtower. Tour de Turgu is Corsica's grand finale, an 8-kilometer pilgrimage that ends with a panorama so stunning you'll forget your legs are burning. Perched atop Capu Rossu, this medieval watchtower once guarded against pirates. Today, it guards your soul from ever forgetting the island. As you reach the summit, 360-degree views stretch across mountains, cliffs, and endless sea. The hike up is a slow climb, each turn offering more awe than the last. The path winds through maqui shrubs, past goats grazing freely over rocks warmed by the sun. It's the kind of journey that gives you time to think about where you've been, what you've seen, and how small yet lucky we really are. Time your visit for golden hour. As the sun dips, everything glows. The tower, the sea, even your own face bathed in honeyed light. Bring water, windbreaker, and something to sit on. The silence here is almost sacred. Beneath the crumbling stone tower, you'll feel a strange mix of triumph and tenderness. You've completed the journey, but you haven't finished learning. Because Corsica isn't just a place, it's a whisper that keeps calling you back. So now that you've uncovered the secret side of Corsica, what are you going to do about it? Keep scrolling through forgettable travel content, or actually plan that once-in-a-lifetime escape? Because here's the thing, these hidden gems aren't waiting forever. Some trails vanish, some spots change, and the chance to feel something real fades with hesitation. Imagine standing at Bonifasio's cliff edge, waves crashing below, or swimming through that secret cave at St. Anthony like you're the only one who knows it exists. Doesn't that beat another crowded hotel buffet? What's stopping you from packing a bag, ditching the tourist brochure, and seeing the Corsica nobody talks about? Which of these places stole your heart? Have you ever been to a destination that made you feel like time stopped? The adventure is calling, don't just dream about it, discover it.